And with that, I will hand over to Andrew.
Thank you, Simone. So when considering the future of the AIM market, we should recognize, as Ivan explained, that it has come a long way. After starting with only 10 companies in 1995, with a combined market cap of just 82 million, there are now 734 constituents of the AIM All-Share Index, with an average market cap of 130 million and a combined market cap of 95 billion. So as Ivan mentioned, the market certainly took a wrong turn in the way. Before the financial crisis in 2008, some bright sparks at the LSE and the brokers attempted to turn what is essentially utility into a profit and bonus generating machine. The number of companies on the market reached almost 1,700, and there was a corresponding plummet in quality. So the attrition of the last 13 years has been very positive. And so my main hope is that the LSE and the company brokers will now focus and emphasize quality over quantity. This is the way to build the reputation of any market and to attract investors. We've also seen some consolidation among nomads and brokers over the years in terms of the numbers of these companies and the professionalism of their employees and their operations. This has been beneficial for investors and also for us as we work with these companies on individual transactions. Ivan also highlighted the relative status of the AIM market, and I think I also recognise that while the average market cap of an AIM all-share company is 130 million, the average market cap of companies on Nasdaq is over 2 billion, and it's just Nasdaq is just part of a much greater equity capital market. And as Ivan mentioned, the trading on Nasdaq is much more sophisticated. So, an average Nasdaq company might see 20% of its shares changing hands each month. The comparable figure on the AIM market might be just 4%. So, although it can't compete with Nasdaq, I do think that AIM will continue to be an excellent developer of companies in the important 50 to 500 million range. And at this point, or perhaps Ivan suggested £1 billion, a transition to Nasdaq or another larger market could be considered. So the regulatory burden and the ongoing listing costs are low. Research coverage, although patchy at the smaller end, is not bad, with 80% of AIM companies being covered, compared, for example, to about 35% of smaller Nasdaq companies. And the AIM rules, which Ivan referred to, ensure that meaningful information is distributed by the companies themselves. I think the fact that some Nasdaq investors and crossover funds have come to the AIM market is certainly a reflection that they're looking for interesting technologies and relative valuations, but I think it's also an endorsement that AIM companies are worth investing in terms of their corporate structure and governance. I remember that a US official in, I think, about 2005 called the AIM market a casino. So I hope that wouldn't be applicable today. So in broad terms, the structure and functioning of the AIM market are much improved and are fit for purpose. So the question is, what is the market's purpose? So we believe that the market's purpose is to direct private capital to areas of the economy that can ensure a sustainable future for us all. And I use sustainable future in the broadest sense of the phrase. So in this regard, my hope is that the constituents of the market will continue to change over time to reflect the key themes that Simone has identified. So Ivan showed us, for example, that healthcare and consumer sectors have grown in recent years. At the moment, technology is an obvious underweight. Many tech companies look first towards private equity, and I would like to see that changed. So this will require a culture in the market that encourages entrepreneurial endeavor and places less emphasis on exploiting the IHT and EIS tax breaks, although these will still be important. It also requires investors who are prepared to put capital at risk in order to do some broader good while making money for themselves and their families. And I definitely include our clients in this category. So I would like to conclude with a call to action. Become involved. If you haven't done so already, please ask Megan or Simone how you can open an account on our investment platform in order to participate in our work and help us develop some compelling growth companies. Thank you.